Hi, this is Dan with MonkeyShot LLC. This video is going to be basically a behind the scenes monkey shot of how we go from design to model print, test print, and a rapid prototype process. What you're looking at now is the Autocad program that I use. I think, yeah, should be able to. Alright, so I'm going to design a pickle fork shooter. It's a small slingshot. I think the only requirement that everybody agrees on is that the fork gap has to be 1/2 inch or less. So we will start with making the fork gap and then design it around that. Full disclosure, I've already done this video. I didn't turn the microphone on, so we are designing an entirely new one. Alright, call that okay, so we got our 1/2 inch gap. And we'll make it 2.4 inches total width. This is not a Autocad tutorial. I actually taught myself how to use Autocad because I wanted to design things that I was not capable of designing. I just didn't have the skill to design the things like out of wood or any other material. That I found that you can learn how to do anything you want if you put a little effort into it. And the first slingshot I designed took about 3 days at about 8 hours per day because I was learning how to do what it is that I wanted to make it do. I don't know how to make it do everything that I want it to do, but I do know more than I did when I started using AutoCAD 2 years ago. Alright, so here's the beginning, here's the top part with our forks and fork gap. We'll put a handle on it. We are at 1.5 inches. We're going to try to make this 2.5. Well, it's about 4 inches just to have a good amount of stuff to hold on to. Okay. Now we will even out like that. Making it symmetrical so that it can be. The plan is I want to put palm swell on one side and flat on the other so that it can be whatever is most comfortable to hold and shoot for the actual shooter. And then we're going to make it 4.5 inches. I just get the nice round bottom. That'll work. Alright, so that's our basic flat pickle fork shooter beginning design. Made it 0.55 inches in thickness. I don't imagine it needs to be too terribly thick because it has really short forks. So there's not a whole lot that it needs to have. And put a palm swell at the bottom. As previously stated, this is not an Autocad tutorial. It's just the MonkeyShot LLC process. This is how I do it. I already made a video doing this, about 20 minutes long, and I realized that at about 19 minutes in, I did not have the microphone on, so I gave it a watch myself. It was alright, but it's rather boring to watch AutoCAD with absolutely no sound. I mean, I enjoy design in AutoCAD and stuff like that. I couldn't watch the whole thing. So that one had to go by. It doesn't exist. Pretty much the same-ish design I making here. Alright. That looks solid. Now we are getting a little bit more slingshotty looking. That's actually a technical term, slingshotty. Alright, let's see what. Make it all the same there, how that goes. That'll do. Alright, so put the band grooves in. I have been experimenting with different heights and different widths of band grooves. If you're watching this and you're a slingshot maker, what's how high from the forks do you guys like? And how deep do you guys like? Let us know in the comments. Oh, also, while I'm thinking of it, please like, subscribe, share, all the other stuff that I watch other YouTube people or people on YouTube. I'm not a YouTube person. This is basically just me documenting behind the scene at MonkeyShot LLC, which is a startup company making slingshots and sling bows. I have no desire or intent to become a regular content creator. But you will get content here at MonkeyShot LLC. Won't be super awesome target shooting. Still working on that for my own personal abilities of being able to shoot the slingshots. My passion is in designing them and making them for other people. I enjoy shooting them. I enjoy shooting them a lot. But I also really like trying to make the major goal is to make something that anybody could use. So going back to this pickle fork shooter, this is termed an advanced slingshot. This is not for the beginner. When we eventually do the shooting video, I've never shot a pickle fork slingshot because I am not an advanced slingshot shooter. But I'll tell you why then, of why this is not a beginner slingshot. It's basically because you are likely to hit your hand. So that video we're going to be using rubber ammo because I will probably shoot my hand. And oops, what I did there. Oh, what are we doing here? There we go. I want these little grooves in here so that when it ties around, since there's very little space. Okay, so now we gotta round up the edges so that it doesn't chew through bands. Last one I did the same thing. It's really weird. And then I also like to do the inside grooves for the places that you tie in the bands, because straight lines, straight edges are weaker points. And if they are curved a little bit, they are less likely to become a stress point and break. Because it's also the thinnest place, right here. When I started using Autocad, I did something with the settings, but I don't know if you guys can see it. But there you can see the dotted lines. That's the area on the reverse side. And I don't know what setting I changed. I don't even know how to turn it off. But it actually helps out a lot because now I can grab lines through the model and not have to spin the model around in order to grab everything on both sides when I'm trying to fillet the edges here. To make them not sharp, because I don't expect to know where area I'm looking at. Alright, let's take a look at that. See it. All edges are smooth. Shouldn't chew through any bands any more than regular shooting slingshot chews through bands, like that. Okay, I will be shooting this palm swell towards my hand, so I will put a monkey on this side. So for most of the slingshot sling bows that I've designed, not on the MonkeyShot X because that was one of the original designs and uh, didn't have any real place to put it. But on most of the slingshot sling bows I designed, the way that they are intended to be shot is with monkey facing towards the target. But most are also, you can shoot frontwards, backwards. It just depends on how you tie it on the bands. Okay, cut the monkey in, give him eyeballs. Try to make snoop. Try to get them so that they are fairly symmetrical. That'll work. Okay. Whoa, what did I do there? That's not right. His eyeballs stick. Yeah, about a 1/4 inch. Yeah. Alright, so we got a monkey on it. Put a lanyard hole or a place you can put your pinky into also. Goes 0.8. I also do all my designing in shoot, I don't even know what American measurements, inches and stuff. I think some guy on the internet called them barbarian measurements or barbarian units or something like that. I thought it was hilarious. Mostly because I am in my 40s now, and when I think of 10 millimeters, it doesn't translate into my brain as easily as 3 inches. They're not 10 millimeters, 10 centimeters. 10 millimeters. See, I can't convert millimeters to barbarian units. Alright, so got a palm swell, it's got a place to tie the bands, got a monkey on the front, got a place for the lanyard or put your pinky into. We are going to call that, let's see what the total height is, or length, 4.5. I'm okay with that. Alright, so then the next step would be We save it. We're going to call this October 24 MonkeyShot video. Go for sure. Alright, so then I'm going to pause you guys for a second and go get a memory card for the printer, and we'll do a quick slice of it also. So it'll seem like an instant to you. And since I didn't move anything at all, I didn't tell you guys that I just gotten up and paused it. You wouldn't know. Okay. Nope, I gotta export it also. So, export. Yes. Okay. Go to test model version is on a flash forward. Something. Go grab it from the downloads. That's why we name them, so that we remember what it is we just did. Doesn't like that. Okay, so pretty flat. Usually put on some supports just so that it prints out nicely. The model version doesn't have to be super clean printed. Just goes into the recycling pile of things that I'll eventually melt down and make solid DIY frames out of. Alright, so slice preview says it's going to take 2 hours. So we download it to that'll work. Save. Right. Close preview, close that. Save changes, no. Alright, so then now the next steps are check the memory card. You have to do this. Alright, so now I'll get the memory card out. Take it over to the oh shoot. Since I'm not going to watch the whole 2 hours of it printing now, I'll take you guys over there. I won't even pause it this time. I'll take you on yeah, well, my kitchen's terribly messy. I'll pause it and reset it up. Alright, now I got you poked in, or you're looking inside the printer. Clear off the last stuff. Turn it on. This thing also sings little songs while it's printing, so it would be extremely irritating to watch in an hour or 2 hours. See, to watch 2 hours of it. I mean, well, I'll show you some of it, but I wouldn't make you sit around. Well, you wouldn't sit around. I can't make you do anything. Alright, so we go to print, we find the right file, there we go, push the go button, starts to go. Forgot that it moves up. So it's doing its little warm-up thing. I'm going to pause it again while it's doing its warm-up thing, and then probably just show you a little bit of the printer starting to do its printing thing. It's pretty cool, but it's not 2 hours worth of watching cool. So we'll get back. Alright, so it's almost done heating up. Like I said, I won't keep you all or record it for too terribly long because it's a little noisy and a little it's not super exciting. It's really hard to see what it is doing, but this is a fairly old 3D printer, just printing out the model version on PLA plastic. It stands for something, probably, I don't know what it stands for. It's your typical printer plastic, 3D printing plastic, but I find that I don't trust it to make anything more than model versions of the slingshots. I also print the model versions at almost completely hollow, so I definitely wouldn't be testing it. That is it's going there. It is it's 13:46. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Video's been 27 minutes. So we have gone from design to slice to start. It's going to take 2 hours to do the print. So in